Hello and welcome to Patched. I'm your host, Paul James. Today I'm joined by Matto Phillips. How are you, mate?
Great.
Great.
Just great.
Just great.
Disappointed. Andy? No, I will say, not say disappointed. That's the wrong thing to say. Heard the news that Jedi Survivor got delayed by 6 weeks, which is nothing wrong. It's more
Look, they're
because
fucking with our content plans. I don't like that.
I think it's just the case. Like, yeah, you expect a delay here somewhere. It's just waiting for it. It's like, when's it coming? It was now. Like, okay, cool.
So you had the feeling. I thought it was actually kind of safe.
There's always I'll just look at it and go, being that it is EA as well, and you don't want to piss off Disney with you don't want to deliver a broken game.
Well, half-baked, yeah.
Because old Mickey Mouse and his tie is going to come into EA and just start messing heads up. And you don't want that.
No, it's fair. I can get that. Well, we're getting to this one a little bit late, as anyone who's kind of seen the episode title will immediately understand. We're getting to New Year's resolutions a little bit late because we're about a month in already as of when we record this. But I'm sure some of those things we're already acting on, hopefully, potentially, maybe. Before we kind of talk about some of our goals for gaming in 2023, I thought we'd kind of rewind a little bit and take a look at some of the stuff from last year and just see how we fared. And I'll get mine out of the way pretty quickly because mine was a bit of a shit show for the most part. I only had 2 goals that I was looking to achieve in 2022, and if I was to give myself points, one point per goal that I hit, I'd probably give myself about 0.5, maybe 0.25 points. So the first one was get the platinum on Final Fantasy 9, which I think has been the goal for a few years, and again I failed that. So that will be off the list for this year. One? I'm just going to give myself
Is that the skipping rope one?
It's got the skipping rope one, which I've already got the hardest trophy in it. I just have to go through and do I think it's like maybe 2 or 3 different playthroughs to kind of, one of it being the core playthrough and do all the collection and all those sorts of things along the way, max out my levels, all that sort of stuff. But the other one, I think you got to complete it inside a certain amount of time. So I'll have to get to work on that one. But I can also, there's those Final Fantasy PS1 era remasters they put out. They put a whole bunch of cheats in, or unlock things where you can just do 99999 damage with every hit, even from the very, very beginning of the game. So I think I might just turn that on and just try and bulldoze my way through. But we'll see how we go. So yeah, failed on Platinum Final Fantasy 9, the remaster, but the other one where I'll give myself, I guess, some points, because it was a very ambiguous sort of thing. I didn't slap a number on it, which I'm revising for this year, but was kind of clear the pile of shame, was the exact wording that I used during the show, which gave me a little bit of rope to, if I got one game, then technically I did that. But I'm only giving myself a quarter of a point there because, I don't know, I probably finished maybe 4 or 5 games max over the course of the year that kind of weren't from 2022, so yeah, I've got some work to do in that space, and I'm already actually tracking a little bit better than that this year. I think I'll be pretty close to kind of tracking ahead of schedule already, and potentially even already ahead of what I achieved in all of 2022 so far this year. But again, I'll get to that shortly. Yeah, I kind of tanked in that one there.
What's that? Quarter of a point out of 2. Is that what you got?
Out of 2, yeah, that's a quarter of a point out of 2.
That's just that sounds like something I would do. Because most of my New Year's resolutions, I've only ever hit 1 out of the 3.
Being the math teacher, I guess that's a score of 13% on this test that I got.
That's not a pass.
That's not a pass.
That's not a pass.
That is not a pass.
That's kept down status right there.
Yeah, that's. So we'll get over this disappointment and toss it over to you, because I know you've at least got 1 point because of the thing we've already discussed in previous episodes this year. The updates most recently.
Last week. It was last week, wasn't it? Or
yeah.
Well, this episode was last week. Yes, as last week we were discussing, did I or did I not complete all 3 Witcher games in the 1 year? And the answer to that question was yes. Yes, I did. I finished The Witcher 3. The Witcher 3. Well, actually, the reason why I was doing all 3 Witcher games was for the next gen game to come out.
Yep.
And then they said it's coming out December 16th or 17th. And I thought to myself, shit. Because I played the game once and once only, and I played it for a grand total of 170 hours, and I was supposed to
And
try
over
and
many months.
I was over a year almost. It was a long
Yeah.
time. That's including the DLC as well.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, Hearts of Stone and Blood and
Um,
Wine.
Blood and Wine, but still, 170 hours is a long time for just one. We say
Any
one
video game.
gameplay. One
Yeah.
gameplay. We'll say one gameplay. I didn't even finish it yet. I just got to the last boss and just like, you know what?
Wait, you never finished it originally?
No, the DLC part I
Oh,
didn't
the DLC.
finish.
Yeah, right. Okay.
I finished the main game, but I just got to the last part. Like, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it there.
I'm done.
And I never went back to it until, was it 5, 6 years later? And then they said, "Hey, we're bringing a remaster or upgrade, next gen. Next gen's the word. And if you have the game, you get it for free." And I thought, wow,
Oh,
I know
shit.
I kind of forgot because usually Sony's just been dishing out all the next gen games. Hey,
Yep.
here's The Last of Us again. Pay $125, you silly dickhead. And
Horizon Zero Dawn's
play it
on the
again.
way. You can
Oh god.
get. Yeah. Geez, if we weren't doing this episode, there would be so much to talk about when it comes to Horizon this week, but they've dodged that bullet. So, did you catch any of that? Side note.
No.
So
Don't tell
there
me
was...
making another Netflix.
No, so you know the
Netflix
multiplayer one that's been reported on. I think
Oh,
we even
yes.
did an episode on. Yeah, there was like 10 minutes of alpha footage leak, all over Reddit. I think it's been
the
mostly
old
scrubbed, but
trustworthy
not
Reddit.
before I downloaded that footage. So, come and get me, Gorilla. Come and get me, PlayStation. It's on my computer.
Come on, you just
But I
say
wasn't the
you
one that
got.
created it. Just to be crystal
Well-
clear, I was not the one that put it on the internet. I just downloaded it after it was there.
Oh, so if you want Jim to just come get you, just say you've got secret documents from the Xbox Bethesda Activision acquisition, and he'll be on a plane in no time. He'll be on his private jet and just go woof, land straight in your not in your driveway, in your street
In the street, yeah.
from helicopter, rappel down
He'll
like SWAT.
parachute out.
He'll bring SWAT with you and just kick your
Crying
shed
Jim
door
Ryan.
open while he's there holding a controller. Just really weird. No, he'd be holding a gun, just really weird too. You'd be just give him
yeah,
more
that'd
than
be-
gun.
I don't have a gun-like thing, but yeah.
Yeah, me either. It's a safe country, this, so we don't need to just have a gun just hanging around with
Just
us.
now, I'm just having flashes of the game, The American Dream, where you're literally just pulling guns from everywhere. You got to. It's a VR game, but you've got to play that at some point.
Oh, one of these days, if I ever get a VR headset. But
Well,
yes,
that's a conversation for.
yes, like we
this
said
month?
last week, I had, what was it, 2 weeks. I think it was about 2 weeks to try and finish it. Plus, I also had, there was Christmas. I had to paint this damn room as well. So there was, well, actually, I did say this. When I decided to, when I was waiting for the paint to dry, I actually set up like a little, what do you say, like a Drew Anu setup. Just didn't have
really?
wheels. I just put it on a chair, a TV on a chair, and an Xbox on like one of those little
Nice.
footsteps. And that's what I did while I was waiting for paint to dry. Just fill in some time and play that. And
Drew
I
Agnew
thought it was going to be
approach, I
50.
like it. Drew, if
So
you're
it
listening,
was
you're a
meant-
legend.
It's meant to be, I looked up how long to beat was 50 hours. I did it in 36.
Fuck.
That's just ignoring everything. And it
Yeah,
was
you
the
didn't
one
do
thing I absolutely hated about it is just, oh, there's a good thing here and I can't do it because
I don't have time.
I don't have the time. Found out I did have the time. I had 5 days left of the year to probably could have done all that stuff, but no. Because I was just going to do more and more of the story. I thought, hang on, I reckon I'm going to get this. I'm just getting closer and closer. I found Siri and I was like, I've got this in the bag. I was like, what
What
did
was
I
I
rush
doing?
this
Skipping
for?
all this good shit.
What am I doing? All this fun stuff, and then I went back and played it again, or till the new year finished, and then I just stopped.
That's fair. Plenty of time to replay The Witcher at some other point. Hell, we got the remake of the original one that's coming somewhere in the future. That I think for me, that's when I'm going to start my replay of all those. Like I'll play that first one because the first one's the hardest one to play.
It's let's just say it's come a long way.
Yeah.
The Witcher games, because it's kind of like the old Knights of the Old Republic sort of battle where you just press a button and then they just do the work for you. So like Dragon Age as well, like the early Dragon Age.
Origins.
Games. Yeah, Origins. I can't remember if 2 did it, but you just press like one button and then they just keep swinging their little sword or axe until the thing dies.
It's
That's
just old
pretty much
RuneScape.
the thing. Yeah, pretty much. That was the craze back in the days.
Yeah, I mean the thing that like gameplay wise is a bit hard to play, so I think I'll wait,
Oh
especially because
yeah.
it sounds like they're going to take that story, but they're literally kind of going Witcher 3 style, big world stuff with it. So I'm keen, but whenever we'll see what happens. What about the rest of your goals for 2022?
What was the other goals? More videos was one, wasn't it?
Make more
I'm looking at
videos.
my. We'll go to the more videos things. I think year before that. What year was that? 2021.
2021.
Yeah, I didn't make that many videos. I made one Doom Eternal playthrough, and I reckon I did about 3 or 4 videos on top of that. So what was that? 15. So I did 15 for that 2021. 2023, I did 2 full playthroughs. I did Death's Door, where I did the whole thing with an umbrella.
The umbrella
and
run.
Got beer for it. That was
Thanks, Doug.
12. I think that was 12. I did Resident Evil 2. That was 11. So there's 24. Plus, I did a Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, which we were supposed to do, but
you did too.
You got busy. You had to do something else, so I did it.
What else I was doing? But
solo. Yeah. It's just this one curse. Maybe we should do the Xbox one. We'll never get to it, but
well, you're playing it on Xbox. I've got it on PlayStation, so we'll never cross over because they don't have crossplay going. Oh, I suppose I could. It's on Game Pass. I could just download it on Xbox. And...
What was I say? Do they have it on their PlayStation Essentials, Super Essentials, Deluxe, Extra? No extra.
Eventually, I'm sure, but not yet.
Oh well, there's always time. We've been saying that we're meant to be playing Monster Hunter. We said that about 4 years ago, before the pandemic, and we never got around to it.
One of these days, and we'll get Damo in on the act as well. We'll make sure he gets it on PlayStation or Xbox or both. And well, he doesn't have an Xbox yet, but we'll make sure he gets it on something anyway, and we'll go from there.
So that one, yes, we could put a tick through that. Full 1 point. So I'm 2 for 2, which is
2 for 2.
Unknown territory for me. This is usually I just come up with some stupid thing and then go. I honestly thought I wasn't even going to get the Witcher one done, and I somehow did that. So that's surprised me. Then
we come to the most challenging one of the lot.
The most challenging one. To finish 20. I don't know. Your word 25. Was different. Mine was 25 games that I hadn't played. Yours, I think you wrote in, it was 25 unfinished games. Either way, it's the same thing.
Yeah, I kind of meant, same thing.
Because I just was going to finish games that I hadn't played before. That was, start of the year, I was going really well, and then we started to hit a massive wall because I just decided to pick games that were incredibly long, and it just made things even more difficult.
Or you make content out of other ones like Resident Evil, for example.
Yeah, and then having to play 2 Witcher games in there as well sort of doesn't help either. 2 Witcher games that I've already played, so they don't count to the tally. We've been The Witcher 2 and The Witcher 3, have played them before, so they didn't count to my tally. And then, the end of the year, I played my final game, which was God of War Ragnarok, because it was 2 weeks in between The Witcher 3 coming to next-gen stuff.
Yep.
So I thought, oh man, I'm going to have to finish God of War Ragnarok, and then that's it. Which, God of War Ragnarok, for the year, was my 25th game finished.
Holy shit, you were 3 from 3.
3 from 3.
Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, okay, that's pretty
awesome. Can tell you the games, like you do with your little Twitter feed, I did write down the games that I completed.
Go on. Yeah, give us the list.
So, we'll go from what I've started first, last one. So
yeah,
last
one, and I'll just do the count for people as we go.
So, Hyrule Warriors, which was done. I'll give you a total how many hours in total. I won't say how many for each game.
You've really gone data heavy. Okay, I can appreciate
that. I'm not, because you're looking on the Nintendo Switch part of it to see how long you did it. It doesn't give you an exact number. It just goes up by 5, as I found.
Yeah, it's like more than this many hours, more than that.
You could have played 16 hours, but I'll say 15 hours, which
that's fine.
Give or take.
Go low. That's fine.
It will go low. I can give you the hours if you want. Like Hyrule Warriors was 15 hours. Then I played a game it was on Games Pass called XO1, where you just play a ball.
Yeah, I know XO1. That's an Aussie
3
game.
hours. An Aussie game. 3 hours that one took me, so that was a nice, easy one. Then we got onto The Witcher.
And zen as fuck too, by the way.
What's that?
Nice, relaxing thing.
It is. It's just go and do 6 jumps into the ball and go flat and just glide around like a glide. I don't know what you do.
Yeah, no.
Then we got onto The Witcher.
Witcher.
That was 38 hours. Mafia, 13 hours. Hellblade, 7 hours. Cyberpunk 2077, 50 hours. That was a big one. And a good one too, I should say. I enjoyed all my 50 hours of that game. Never thought I'd say
I'm getting
that
more
in
and
my
more excited
life.
to actually go and play the game.
Never
and give it
thought
a
in my
chance.
life I'd say I enjoyed Cyberpunk after when it got released. I was bagging the absolute shit out of it, saying it was terrible. But they have redeemed themselves, and well done. And also, I got the upgrade to Witcher 3 for nothing. So
Yes.
double thumbs up for CD Projekt Red for that. Then we go on to Mafia 2. That took me 10 hours. Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, also known as much better than Breath of the Wild.
Everything
That
better than
was
Breath of the Wild.
25 hours. Tiny Tina's Wonderland, 25 hours. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, 23 hours. One of my favorite games of the year, of many others, including some of the ones I just said. Pikmin 3, that was 10 hours. I could have played it a lot longer because I really wanted to get all the fruit, and I never ended
Best
up
game
doing
on
it.
the Wii U and one of the best on the Switch still.
Alan Wake, that was 10 hours, which I did do a play 2 plays for, but I stuffed up the audio, so we never saw it. But
maybe you'll do it again before Alan Wake 2 comes out.
Alan Wake 2. Well, to be honest, while we're there, if I do another Alan Wake thing, I am 2 for 2 for games getting delayed for games I'm doing for a game to come out.
We'll definitely just bank the
Doom
episodes
Eternal,
and then roll them out.
Doom Eternal, I did one for, got that done. Then we got it all up done, and then week before it was meant to come out, it got delayed for like next month. I thought that's just pressing. Then I'm doing Jedi Fallen Order, Jedi Survivor gets delayed.
Yeah,
so
we'll just bank all these Alan Wake ones and we'll just hold it.
So might as well do Alan Wake because, like you said, it's probably not going to come out this year.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it'll be out this year.
And then we get on after Alan Wake. Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. 30 hours.
So we're in April so far. That's when that came out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about right. Then this is when things start to get out of control. Well, sort of out of control, not completely. Not the next one. That's not out of control. Trek to Yomi. That was a great game where I couldn't even read the subtitles because of black and white. It was great. Put in white text over white background. Absolute brilliant design. That was 5 hours. Paper Mario Origami King. That was 25 hours. A Plague Tale. 11 hours.
Assassin's Creed. Was Innocence, right?
That was Innocence. Yeah, that was the first one. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. 100 hours. Road 96, 7 hours. There's actually a prequel coming for that too, I found out, which is going to be interesting.
What? Oh, I missed that.
Yeah. Resident Evil 2 Remake, that was 23 hours. Mafia 3, bored shitless of that game, 34 hours. But wait, it will get better after that. Cult of the Lamb, 20 hours. Metal Hellsinger, that was a short one, that was 4 hours. Could have played it more, but I did. Then comes the most boring game of the year. Gotham Knights, 32 hours. Of that whole, I'll go a bit off track there. I know we're up to 23, but just...
Assuming I even counted them right, I feel like I messed up.
No, you're right. 23 is right. Going by my list. With, when in PlayStation have that end of year, I don't know what you call it, sum up or whatever it is, like
the data
how many hours you played and all that. Like I played can't remember how many hours it was, maybe 300.
Yeah.
1 hour of that was multiplayer, and it was for that stupid game.
For the player 2 players, which to be fair, we had fun with.
We had fun with. I just looked at it and went 1 hour. I was like, I know that 1 hour I played. It was good fun that 1 hour. And then the final two, God of War, 32 hours. God of War Ragnarok. I put 48. That's a lie. It's gone to 60 because I did actually go and get the platinum.
Yeah.
Grand total 600 hours.
Just on new games. Just on new games you've not played before.
Yeah, just on new games. That's equivalent of 25 days. So just under 10% or maybe 9% of my year we're playing games.
That's an unreal number. I think that's when I got the PlayStation
that's not including.
That's
not including. Yeah, that's not including the 2 Witcher games. So you can add another, I don't know, 60 hours on top of that. So 660 hours.
It's definitely and I review stuff more or less for a living, and that's probably double the amount of time. Actually, no, I suppose it's PlayStation, doesn't count all the times I'm here on the computer, but I feel like it's probably more than double the amount of game time I still spent last year. But I'm off to a flying start this year, but we'll get to that shortly. Mate, 3 from 3, it's a good effort, so we'll just swing it straight over to you.
I'd never thought in my life I'd go 3 for 3 on this, because I've done in the past horrible I've put up some easy ones too, and I just never did it. Like, not play any sports games.
Did you remember the
I found
goal
that
though
one.
at all, or was it just coincidence
Oh
that
yeah, no,
randomly
actually,
happened to be?
I actually for the last 2 years have written it up on a whiteboard in front of me, so I can remember what I actually did.
That's not bad. That's pretty good. All right, so yeah, we'll stick with how things are going. Then we'll cast around to 2023. So what are you trying to do? Are you going to up the ante even further, or are you going to?
Well, one of them is
And how many have
maybe
you got
two
to,
of them.
by the
Two
way?
of them. I've got three. I've got
You
three.
got three. Cool. I've got three this year as well.
So my first one is create more content, and the only reason, yes, I did make more than last year before, but I could have made more. Only problem is, as we pointed out, those 25 games and the Witcher games sort of took up a lot of time.
Yeah. Okay.
So this year out, I'm not even thinking about what games are coming out this year. I honestly don't care. There's too many to pick and
Look
choose
out for
from.
Matto's
So
Player 2
I'm
players
just looking.
dedicated to GoldenEye coming up soon.
Well, that's not a bad idea. Oh, actually,
I,
speaking of GoldenEye, where's my account?
I don't think anyone's actually. I've got to check my messages actually, but I don't think anyone's actually working on GoldenEye yet, which is
Oh, there is a
crazy
chance
because
because
I think I
because
think I saw someone like Nick Getley or Nick Bate, as some people know. I think he's like got the he got the control. Oh yeah, that's right. I think I
yes,
saw something on it.
when there's someone said, I think it was press start, said, "Hey, 64 controls are coming on sale." I thought, good, 1 o'clock. I thought I'll be ready. It's like trying to get tickets to a show of your favorite band. It's like I was probably the only guy who brought one, but I finally got one. And my God, I was playing GoldenEye the other night. Man, controls have come a long way for
Oh yeah,
first-person shooters. Oh,
just checking to see what
it
Nick's done.
felt. I hate to say it, it felt awful. It's just trying to swing around thinking, I don't remember it being this bad, but we used to love it back in the day. Just
Oh
because
yeah,
controls, there's no such thing as sensitivity in this one. You just got what you could give it. Like it's like, oh, is there any sensitivity controls? No,
no,
just deal with
no,
it.
just make do. Oh yeah, GoldenEye hasn't been taken yet by anyone, so it's yours if you want it.
I could do it in one sitting almost.
You,
Just do it on
I wasn't even
agent.
talking about a full playthrough. But you could do that too, I guess.
I'll just do the damn. 2 minutes done. Done. That's it.
I completed a level.
I
That's
could
player
do
two
the
plays. See everyone.
was it the airfield one, airstrip, whatever you call it? 30 seconds. Done. That's the quickest play 2 plays ever. Oh, that's tempting. The intro will go longer than the actual gameplay for that.
Yeah,
If I
you'll
did that.
actually still be introing the content itself, and you'll be finishing at the same time. Well, okay,
Like,
more content. So that's as a
but it's
editor
also
of the
too
site, and
with the player two stuff. But I'm also trying out the old shorts. So I'm trying shorts on YouTube and shorts on. Never thought I'd say this. TikTok. And I put one up this year, start of the year. It was something to do with my Star Wars stuff, and it got a grand total of 2 views. 2 views.
Got to
But
start somewhere,
then,
right?
got to start somewhere. Then I've put 5 videos up later. The last one I put up, which was yesterday, got 936.
What?
936.
Oh, 936.
Yes. And then
Tracking pretty well.
yeah, and then I started doing some YouTube shorts as well, just to see how that goes. And at the total, the combined 5 videos I've done, almost 14,000 views combined.
Okay, you're going to start taking those shorts and start doing them for player two, if you could, please.
There's no
Please
guys. I
and
I
thank you.
didn't give a hint to someone. I said to Matt, said, "How about TikTok?" And he's saying, "But these hips don't work." Like, not everything's dancing on TikTok. There's plenty of pointless
So-
shit I've found by
I'll
looking
point it
through a
out
lot.
for everyone watching and listening right now. Player two does actually now have a TikTok presence.
Really?
There's an account. I don't think we've
Oh.
actually put anything up on it yet, but there's an account.
Oh.
It was a recent editor level conversation, so who
It
knows?
come
Look
from
out,
me,
Matto could be doing a
guy.
whole bunch of TikTok stuff for us soon, or more YouTube shorts, whatever. We'll grab it.
Oh. Yeah, so we're going down that path. So far, including my Jedi Fallen Order playthrough and the TikToks I've done so far, that's 5 short videos. I've done a grand total of 19 videos, and it's only the start of February. So we could
Tracking real
absolutely
well.
blast past last year's tally
By the end of
before
Feb.
February. Might just give it up after Feb. No, wait, I'm
Yeah,
going
that's
to keep
all right.
going.
Just cue in the rack.
'Cause I'm-
He's done. All right, so he's got more content. I'm making little notes of these so that I.
Hang on, wait, change that. Don't say more content. Double last year's content.
Double the content.
So we're going for 46. That's doable. I'm backing myself on that.
Well, yeah, I mean you're almost halfway there already. So
Halfway there.
what's the next goal?
These next two are going to be the tough ones. This one's going to be a very tough one because we were talking about this game last week, and this
shit.
one's going to be try and enjoy Shakiro Shadows Die Twice. Not finish it, just enjoy it. Because I'm sort of trying to be playing. I get a bit angry because I try to do the old button mash thing. Doesn't really work. Not in that game. Oh no. You got to be patient. And so I found out I'm not very patient or very smart. I just go stab someone and think,
falls over.
I'm like, I'll just go stab this guy, and then it just goes into absolute shambles. You're like, oh, I'll kill that one guy. Then about 10 others come out of nowhere. Like, what the hell did you guys come from? And then it's just absolute shambles. So enjoy it, but not finish it. That is the goal. Just and try and just.
That's a good pick.
Learn these Souls type games. That's not Jedi or Star Wars because I do okay in that because maybe that's because there is level difficulties on that, not in From Software, where everyone keeps complaining like, oh, you don't need to have the ability to just deal with it. Like, shut your face. Get out of here.
So double the content, 46 minimum, and enjoy Shakira, Shadows Die Twice.
Shakira, Hips Don't Lie. Take your pick.
What's the third one? That's clearly a bit ambitious or whatever.
Oh, this is a tough one. Not really tough. It's just something I've never done in years. It's try and find a gaming circle. So like a group of gaming people. Because I play like a lot of battle royale games. It's mainly by myself, and I try to like do all that team stuff. But about 80% of the time, you get stuck with morons. Not terrible people, not terrible gamers. That I don't care about the skill. Everyone's skill's different. It's just more people someone else might be good as the other person. They just say you suck. I think, come on, man. Is it you who sucks? Because most of the time, people that say that stuff are people who are generally rubbish.
Yeah, usually they're just kind of throwing shit out there.
Like usually all the good people, they're like all the nice supportive people. Then you get those ones that just an absolute dickheads and
piece
just
make
ruins. Yeah, piece of shit. That's the nicest way of saying it. And that's sort of one of my goals because I'm usually not the person. I'll be honest. I'm terrible at first impressions. Horrible at them. When I meet someone, like they just look at me and go, "This guy's just weird." And then after a few other times, they see me and go, "Oh, he's actually not that bad." I'm just horrible at first impressions.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Absolutely terrible. Like I could do this when.
It's not even something I can comment on because I've just known you since school for all these years.
Since
so
high
it's
school.
A bit different.
High school.
Yeah.
But I'll do one first impressions. Like it's just haunted me for years. This was PAX. What year was it? Was it 2019? Was that the
18,
one?
19?
19? I can't remember.
What were some of the games that year?
I've got no idea.
No.
The claw machine. That's all I remember from that. The Xbox claw machine. No, because we had this chat years ago. Like I was playing that stupid roller derby game that Ubisoft had. Then Roller Champions. Then it just disappeared for 4 years and then reappeared out of nowhere. But I was playing it there.
That'd be 18 or 19, yeah.
18 or 19, whatever it is. Yeah. And then we won a game, and then someone put their hand up to give me a high five, turned around, it was Hex of Good Game.
Yeah.
I've said this story before, but I did. So I asked her for an autograph, said all this. Usually most people say, oh, thanks, I appreciate it. I said, can I have my pen back? And to this day, it is absolutely, yeah. And I turned around, walked away, and I said to myself, you dickhead. Like, it's just a pen. Like, and it wasn't even a good one, too. It was an absolute
just
shit
one of those basic bitch big things.
Basic Sharpie thing that didn't even work properly. And I'm there going, can I have that back? I'm like,
some of this
could you have just said, thanks, not something
the
like
old paper, mate.
Oh, this.
Oh.
Like the old text stuff. And it didn't even work properly. And I'm there going, can I have my pen back? And it's just thought, you idiot. Like, you could have just said,
this one doesn't even have ink.
Thanks. That would have been the best thing to say.
Yeah.
Thanks very much.
You kind of cooked that one.
Okay. And ever since then, if I ever see a well-known person, I stay away. I don't care who they are. Don't care if they're really popular. I'm staying away because my first impressions are
because you'll fuck it up.
absolutely horrible. Like if you wanted to put it on a scale of 1 to 10, it'd probably be -10. That's how bad it is.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
And most people, who have ever met me, go, "Oh, he's a bit odd." That's why, because my first impressions are
You just
just
start off bad and then build it
horrible.
up from there.
So
Well,
that's going to be the tough one. That is going to be the tough one. And
and
trying
a
to
really
find a
hard
game
one to measure
circle,
too.
it's probably like, and the gaming circle as well. Just trying to find someone you don't really know either, especially online, because that's the one problem I have as well. Is just online people. Like, like you and me, we've always had the internet all our lives. It's one thing
Yeah.
you don't trust on the internet is strangers,
Yeah, pretty
unless and someone like Elon Musk doesn't understand the internet and thought, you know what, people can pay for their Twitter Blue. And most people said we're not going to buy it. And what happens? People buy it and impersonate other companies and make
I mean,
them
it's
look
pretty
bad.
funny.
For
It's kind of
example,
funny.
Nintendo. And to be honest, if you knew what the internet was, I thought that straight away when I heard it. I was like,
It was so
yeah, people are
obvious.
just going to buy it and just impersonate another company or a person. And guess what? Would you believe it? It happened. And then
That's
it just
exactly
went
what
to
happened.
absolute shit because of it. Although, congratulations, Elon. You don't know the internet very well. Go back to your spaceships and your shitty cars.
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't even know what to say about Elon these days.
No one does. Everyone used to think he was cool until we saw the real Elon
Yeah, until he, yeah,
bring in a
like,
stink to Twitter with his horrible joke. I thought, come on, mate. You can't be doing that shit.
and
Well,
yeah,
I
that's
a smaller
that's all he's
question.
got.
Where did he get the sink from? That's what I'm curious about. Did he just fire one on the street and go, oh, look, there's a sink?
I probably just threw $5,000 at someone, just like, here, I'm taking that one.
Or just went to
So we
someone's
owe you
house
about
saying,
four and a
yeah.
half thousand dollars back. No, mate, just keep it.
So went to someone's house like, can I have your sink? I'll bring it back.
It's just a Twitter gag. It's all right. The internet will love it.
It's a joke. And everyone just thought, no, that's not. What is that?
Yeah. Well, pivoting things over to me, I've gone ambitious this year, but I haven't put Final Fantasy IX on the thing. Just to be crystal clear.
No, scratch that.
Starting
Absolutely.
Starting simple though, I'll get the easy one out of the way. I intend to spend more. I want to give Xbox a bit more love this year because the only time I
Well,
ever,
you can this year though. That's the thing.
yeah,
This year you can.
well, yeah, they've kind of made it a bit easier for us straight out the gate. But the only time I've ever played Xboxes in the last couple
Gears
of
of
years
War.
has really just been for player two plays
And
or a
Gears of
review
War.
if I've had to
That's
play it. Well,
really
but
it.
even then, Gears is like 4 years old now, isn't it?
Could be
Is it
5.
2019? Oh no, 29. Yeah, 2019. This will be like 4 years this year since Gears 5 came out, which is ridiculous in of itself.
And
was
we haven't
pre-pandemic.
we haven't heard anything
Yeah.
of another game, which is
Well, no.
ridiculous.
So there was actually, conveniently enough, there was actually a report come out this past week about them because they were working on multiple projects. Well, they've dropped all those other projects to get work like, or not. I don't know, get to work or like double down on their work on the next Gears game. I think it's probably just double down.
so
There's no
they're
doubt
not
Gears
going to
6 was
Halo.
being worked on. Not
Forget
doing
Halo. Go to Gears. Go to Gears. Forget Halo. Go.
Yeah. Kick Chief to the curb.
Oh, poor Chief. He's the one that started it all, and now no one cares about poor Chief.
Yeah. Look, Chief can be grateful he's got that spot there. It's really just because I don't know where to make him fit in the rest of this thing. But anyway.
I blame Paramount.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because Paramount's the reason why Halo's gone to shit. Anyway, yeah, with things like Hi-Fi Rush, and we've obviously got Starfield coming along. I feel like it's gonna be a pretty easy sort, and Redfall, it's gonna be a pretty easy sort of goal to hit. But at the same time, like, there's lots of stuff there on Game Pass that I could be trying, and I'm not. It's
We also got Hi-Fi Rush too, straight
Yeah.
off the bat.
yeah. So there's a well there to kind of explore a little bit, and I plan to do so more in 2023. So I won't like slap a number on anything on it, but I just want to give Xbox a little bit more time. I've probably already achieved it just through Hi-Fi Rush alone, but I won't make it so easy that it's just like. But just over the year, have I played more Xbox than usual? Yes or no? Hopefully, it's substantially more because it looks like it's gonna be a pretty good year. I mean, between those like Hellblade, Redfall, Hi-Fi Rush, Starfield, like there's 4 straight out the gate that should well and truly do the job. But there'll be more, I'm sure. So I'm keen to check it out. I mean, I'm not going to play Forza Motorsport. I think most likely I won't. But I don't know. Even then, that's 5 exclusives straight out the gate, let alone anything else that's going to come to it later on. So
And to be honest, that's like 5 more than they've had in the last 5 years too. Because
yeah,
every other year we've said the same thing. Where are the games? Hey, Xbox.
Well, and
Where's your games?
It's been that shitty attitude. I mean, it's kind of been based in reality, but like it's because of that sort of attitude that when things like Pentiment came along at the end of last year, or Grounded went into 1.0, I never actually went and played them because I've just kind of they've got no games, and that's just kind of whatever, fuck off Xbox. But there was at least still a couple of things there, and I just wasn't doing anything with it. So hopefully,
They didn't really promote it either. Just Grounded was there.
With my camera all of a sudden.
It was a bit blurry, but I don't think they really promoted Grounded that much either. They just threw it in a show reel once, and then I never thought that my internet would be better than yours.
No, but like I can see it too. It's actually the camera, not the.
Oh, not the Elgato.
Something's gone funny there. But
anyway, man, we got the two sides of Elgato.
We'll sort.
My Elgato's fine. This is a quality go.
I'm trying to open up the software on the other end, but I don't know.
Sure, it's not sort of like a counterfeit Elgato. It's not a Elgato.
Shit, I don't know. I'm scared to even turn off my camera because it'll just mess up all of our perspective stuff for the thing. So I'll push through and we'll make it work. So yeah, play more Xbox. My other one, I have numbers for them, a bit like your 25 like new games to finish. I've got 10 games that I want to clear off the pile of shame, a minimum of 10, of which I've knocked off a few already, which is kind of good. Like pile of shame, to be clear, I am like beginning effective 2022. Anything that came out 2022 or earlier. So like I've kind of ticked off a little bit by doing new Tales from the Borderlands. I finished that in the last week, so that was kind of one. There's some little indies that I've played that I guess never would have been on like the must plays, or a couple of them wouldn't have been on the must play sort of list, but they work towards the goal nonetheless. So I feel like I'm in a pretty good spot in that regard. Oh, things like Little Nightmares, I played that. Oh, there we go, the camera's come back. Little Nightmares I played earlier in the year. Fucking mosquitoes popping in here now. Little Nightmares, I'm going to just like spray some Aerogard now, get these fuckers away from me, and I'll bear with any sneezing.
You need one of those zappy things in the background.
I do, I just need to...
Oh, it's there. I thought that was just a gaming collectible. No, it actually is a zapper.
I'll keep it near me actually. Now I'm starting to taste the Aerogard. Yeah, things like Little Nightmares I kind of ticked off, which was cool because I've been wanting to play that for years. So now that there's the sequel, I can kind of take that for a spin as well. I played Sayonara Wild Hearts, Evil West. Even when I went and finished that off, like there's games that sitting there that I've been meaning to play that I never got a chance to, and it's been good to kind of tick off a few of them through January. And I want to make sure I at least hit one per month anyway. I'm already kind of 4 games down or something like that, but I'd like to hit more than the 10, but I'm just setting 10 as a bare minimum because we know this year, or we're expecting this year to kind of be a bit nuts when it comes to games. So 10 games off the pile of shame, which is a part of a larger goal, my final one here, where I want to make sure I hit credits on 60 games over the course of this year. So 5 per month. Which, again, I don't feel like it's a ridiculous sort of goal, but with the way...
game reviewers, I've heard some game reviewers say, I finished like 125 games. I thought, that's impressive, but probably a lot of them are just really short games too.
They could be short games. They could, those writers could be full-timers as well. Or they could be doing it on the side, but they don't have kids, any of those sorts of things. So, 60 games is kind of what I'm working towards. And again, like that, and you referenced it before, and I've got it kind of in front of me at the moment, that Twitter thread that I'm building that's got the every time I hit credits on something is kind of helping to keep me accountable, a bit like what you were talking about with your thing on the whiteboard. So I'm up to 9 so far, or 8 if you want to. Like I've played Sly Cooper, the Thievius Raccoonus. I've done it on Vita and I've done it on PS3 at this point. I don't know if we want to count that as 1, then sure, I'm down to 8. But things are tracking pretty well so far, so fully intend to continue that. I'm playing embargoed games at the moment for review. That kind of helps.
It was 2019 packs. I just found the my side book. See, see if we can get it up. See, look how terrible the text
there it is. There, well, that's the sweet spot. Great to meet you. Here's your pen back, Hex.
Nah, that was after she wrote it, and then there's just Barjo next to it. Barjo just wrote Barjo, and that was it.
And then he hours later went and grabbed my ass or something like that. which is a
that
thing
was
happened
many
to
years.
people.
That was many years before.
Yeah, it was years before actually. So yeah, they're kind of my three. So 60 completed games, 10 of them being games off the pile of shame, and give Xbox a bit more love than what I've done in basically every year for like the last 5 years. So I don't think it's anything too crazy or unrealistic, but I think I can. Like there's still challenge in that. Like five games per month when there's going to be busy months. There's going to be months like when Starfield comes out where that could consume the bulk of the month just because of how big it is, or Wild Hearts, for example, being a Monster Hunter like that's going to take up a lot of time.
And then you got Jedi
yeah,
Survivor
Jedi's
and
going to take up a
Resident
bit of
Evil
time.
4 coming close to each other now.
Yeah,
I can't remember
RE4 might
Resident
be in the
Evil.
teens, I would have thought, so it's probably not too bad. That's maybe a week job, but
A weak job.
yeah, I reckon I could do a game like Resident Evil 4 in about a week, 2-3 hours a night, get it done. I don't know. We'll see how we go. Maybe a week and a half. But yeah, I think it's all kind of attainable. And if things are a little bit dicey at some point, then a few shorter indies will get me to where I need to be. But I'm off to a good start. I've got 9 credits already, and we're only barely into Feb, so
That's
feeling okay.
That's good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So or
It's
8
not-
again
well,
if
how
you want to
many
count Sly once.
Every what are we? 5 days, 36 days. How many did you say? 9. It's like
I've
one
got
every
9 so far in
It's like one every
36 days
almost
as of when we
4
record.
days. One every 4 days, almost.
Yeah, it's about that at the moment.
That's included, but that's during school holidays too. So now you're back at.
Yeah,
teaching
back
those
at
little-
work slows things down a little bit, but I couldn't do that much during the day anyway because 2 little kids don't allow you to play video games all that often. So we'll see what happens.
Hey,
The backbone
build
definitely helps,
Lego.
though.
Build Lego instead.
Well, yeah,
That's
we
a-
got that
that's
out of
a
the way.
game, is it? That's a game, isn't it?
Lego Star Wars.
Just Lego in general. Old BD and Tall Neck.
Yeah, that's out
Offwards.
of the shots, people. But wait, where are we? There. This camera's reversed. There, that guy. So yeah, solid start, but we'll see how we go. Anyway, those watching, we are obviously like a month into the year already. So
We've
if you've already got
started.
some of your own New Year's resolutions or goals for gaming in 2023, let us know what they are in the comments on the YouTube, or hit us up on social media. Let us know how you're tracking so far because you're already a month in. Otherwise, any other thoughts, mate?
No, the challenge is on.
The challenge is on.
Yeah, the pressure's on me too because I went 3 for 3 and just
Now you got to back
I
up.
could go. I got to back it up for another 3 for 3. It'd be interesting though if I
Yeah.
do go 3 for 3.
Well, your content one, you're definitely well and truly on track.
Well, we never know. It could hit a hurdle somewhere. We don't know. We won't.
Well, yeah. But you are
Definitely
almost
right.
halfway there, which is a damn good start. All right. Yeah, we'll wrap things up. If you enjoyed this episode of Patch, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. All the buttons down below. Hit the notification bell. That way you're alerted to every new video the moment it goes live on the channel. That includes Patched, Player 2 Plays, Gamer School, and a whole bunch more. Awesome stuff there. Please subscribe and go and check it out. Visit the website, player2.net.au, for reviews, previews, opinion pieces, news, features, links to the podcast series Patched, the Player 2 Pixelcast, and Dev Diary. Speaking of which, I've got 3 developers from New Zealand working on the game Dredge. It just recently got its release date, March 30th. They're on the show to talk about their story, their game, and Dredge in a bit more detail. So go check that out on podcast services this Thursday. We're on Patreon, patreon.com/player2au. Kick it a few bucks. Lower tiers, early access. Higher tiers, monthly episode exclusives. And finally, Twitter, Matto.
Matto_Phil.
Paul James Games myself. The website is player2au. And until next time, set some goals and reach them in 2023. There's a shit ton of games. You've got plenty to choose from. We'll see you later.
Yeah, good luck.